G'day, everybody. Look, just wanting to sort of go through, have a look at the market a bit and do it at a different time. You know, a lot of the time I don't really get to speak to the Europeans, those in the northern hemispheres. So I'm in here bright and early. Got up this morning, did a very early Bad Crypto podcast interview, and here I am. So can I just get a heads up that you can hear me, please? Just want to make sure you can hear me nice and loudly. Oops, wrong one. What am I doing here? Let me just get this. I've relocated my office, so I've just got to get it all set up again the way this wants it. All right. Yep, you can hear me. Good. And I believe you are on this screen, so I'll move my camera so you're not looking at the side of my face the whole time. It's very, very bright here. And that's because, look, whoa, it's because it's spring and, the sun is up early in the morning here. It is 7:02 a.m. for me. So, a couple of things. Just wanted to sort of go through and have a look at the top 10 for the time being, and take you through what I'm seeing. Also to let you know, for those of you who are in the US, Europe, or London, we'll be in London on the 12th of October. As you can see here, the 12th of October we shall be in London. Then we go to Malta on the 9th of November, Singapore the 16th of November, and finally back home to Sydney on the 23rd and 24th. If you want to know more, just go to TraderCobb.com/global. Let's have a look at the market right now, though. I mean, Bitcoin, what's it doing? Let's have a quick squiz here on this daily. All right. We're above 8,000 still. We have broken the high of yesterday's candle, but not by a huge margin, to be fair. Let's jump down here and have a look at this 4-hour. I'm really just trying to have a look at trend. Okay, let me just clean this off. Hang on. That's my focus right now, is to focus on trend, and we can see here realistically that we got a lower, higher. Be interesting to see. It'd be really nice to see today, guys, Bitcoin break above this region here. I'm just going to move lower and see if there's any resistance in there. There's a little bit of a flat level starting to form here. There's nothing tradable in my eyes just yet. Now, keep in mind, when I trade, I'm looking at the 10 period and the 20 period moving average for cradle zones, but I need trend. I'm also looking for support and resistance levels for breakouts. So that's what my focus is going to be on this top 10 walkthrough. Nothing there on Bitcoin just yet. Where could Bitcoin move to? Well, anywhere, really. It's Bitcoin. But up in the 9,000 would probably be a region for which I wouldn't be surprised. Now, don't get me wrong, right? I'd love to see Bitcoin go straight through and just carry on its merry little way. But in the same respect, I've got to be realistic about what's going on right now. We've got lower highs and lower lows, so we're in a downtrend. A pullback in the 9,000 may represent an opportunity to get short and profit on a downward momentum. I'd love to be wrong. So would love to be wrong there. More than anything in the world, I'd love to see this just go straight through 9,000, get above this 11,000, and hey-ho, hi-ho, silver away into the ho-ho-ho Christmas period. But I've got to be realistic, and I've got to trade what I see, not what I think. Ethereum. Well, this is a bit interesting, isn't it? If I jump to the 12-hour, look, higher low, higher high on the 12. Let's go and have a look at this 4-hour here, because we do have, higher low, higher high, pulling back into that cradle zone. It did run into that point for which, if you have been following me, TraderCobb.com, just put yourself in for the free video newsletter. You'll or on my socials, you'll be aware that I have been talking about this 184.50 level. We ran into that, we hit resistance, we're pulling back right now. Let's have a quick little sticky beak at the 8-hour. Trends there. What about the 2? Nothing on the 2. The 4-hour would require a bit of a wider stop, but I'll tell you what would be really good to see. If we sort of break up through this level, through 8,450, and pushing on, that cyclicity would start to look really nice, and there'll be opportunities there. Looking at EOS right now, check this out. Look at this. Runs up into $3. It's been resistance in the past. It's been support in the past. It's rejecting that level once again. Of course, yesterday the news of Block 1's $24 million fine. Poultry. It's like having a bowl of rice bubbles and somebody takes one rice bubble and goes, "That's mine, naughty boy." The fine is just $24 million, which is just, it's laughable, but it's fine. It is what it is. I'm not suggesting they should have been fined more. That's not my point. I'm just saying that it's a very small fine. We've come off a little bit from that resistance. Price was largely unchanged by that yesterday when that news came out. Once again, higher low, higher high, pulling back. Want to see it break above $3. Want to see it set a new higher high there. Stella's been an ugly chart for a long time, and it continues in that vein. A quick pop followed by a quick dump tends to be what happens, and that's why I like to trade as opposed to really hodling, because that is often followed by that when we look at these alts. So knowing when, I'm not saying I traded through this, but when we do get a good move, it's nice to lock in profit, move back into something else, or whether it be Tether, whether it be USD, True USD, whether it be Bitcoin, whatever floats your boat. But it's a very average looking chart now. No real nice cyclicity there at all. XRP. Now a couple of levels here. Another one. Look at this beautiful break of resistance. Whoopah! Big move up, followed by back down. Now moving back up. What we have on this 12 hour is a nice clear higher low, higher high. Let's keep moving around these time frames, having a look here. Just going through my checklists, right? And the first in the checklist is always trend, followed by multiple time frames. So the main things I'm looking at is, are the moving averages in the correct order? Sorry, have I got a trend? Are the moving averages in the correct order? Do we have convergence? And then I'm looking at multiple time frames, that sort of thing. That's part of the checklist process that I follow. Again, nothing really there of interest there for me on the 4 hour or the 8, but it is in my watch list. I will keep an eye on that. Okay. Litecoin's holding in this consolidation down here around these lows. There's nothing of interest there. Bitcoin Cash is the same. Binance been getting a solid shellacking for quite some time now. Glad I got out there about $32. Again, that was a trade from back here as opposed to hodling. Actually, that was one of the ones. It was back here, and I actually traded it against Bitcoin, not on dollar tether, but that was a sort of price region. Nothing right now, nothing bullish there. You can short this on certain platforms, but there's nothing to short there either. Tron, low to low, we are divergent there. Cradle in the cradle, so bearish candle in the cradle zone. Bit average looking chart here on the mids as well. 4 hours back in the cradle, nothing more to speak of. Cardano has some resistance ahead. I'm just going to mark that in. See if anything sort of unfolds around that region. Another test might be good convergence. We move to the 8. We can see that too. If it did break up, we'd have a higher low, higher high. 2 for which we would have, 2 higher lows and then a higher high. So it gets me a bit more excited about that trend. BSV's been getting an absolute burning. So not interested there either. That's my top 10, guys. Don't forget, it's trend, moving averages, convergence. They are the top 3 things I look for when I go through my watch list. Now, I'm about to, as I do every day, go through my complete margin pair trading list to see where the opportunities lie today. Then I go through the top 150 of BTC pairings to see where the opportunities will lie today. And then I create a checklist, or a watch list like what you see right here, and that's where I trade from each day. It's structured. It's pretty straightforward. It's simple. Doesn't mean it's easy. And if you would like to come along to one of the courses, then get yourself along to London, Malta, or Singapore, or Sydney. I'd love to speak to you there. I'd love to meet you, take you through a bit more of what I do, and I hope you have a fantastic day, guys. Take it easy, and early start for me, but a beautiful day. Take care. OMX30. Let's have a look. OMX30. Oh, we're talking about OMXS. Sorry. OMXS30. It's not coming up here. So, no, it's not coming. Oh, that's because I got that. All exchanges. In all honesty, for me, looking at regulated markets right now, it's not something of interest. It's not a great chart is what I'm going to say to you, okay? For me, right here, not a great chart, but that's what I have to leave it at because I am a crypto trader, and that's what I'm going to stick to. Guys, have a fantastic day. Or if you are in Europe, in the UK or the US, afternoon or evening to you, because that was the whole idea of me doing this now, so that you guys, I could get to meet you and enjoy getting to say good day. Okay, NEO against the dollar, no problem. We'll have a look at that. Where are we? NEO USD. So what exactly are you asking me to look at here? Because that's what I want to know. 4 hour. Okay, let me have a look here. Yes, we do have, if we look at the bigger picture, higher low to higher high. I mean, we've got to go from, if we're going to call that a higher low, excuse me, this is the low, higher low, higher high. Let me just see what that looks like on the 8 hour. So the issue that I have, and this will give you, I'm not sure if you've done the courses or not, Andrew, but for me, I've got to have 2 time frames in agreement, not just in trend, but also I'd like to have 2 of the moving averages in correct order. So if I look at this on the 4 hour, sure, it's pulled back into the cradle zone. Sure, at the moment there is a small bullish candle that will close at 10 a.m. But if I jump to the 8, notice how the moving average is here, 10's above the 20, good convergence, right? But if I go to the 8 hour, convergence is fine, trend is fine, but the moving averages are not in the correct order. So for me, I like to trade less frequently, take bigger positions, and let those positions wind out a bit longer. So again, for me, what that equates to is trading less and being very precise on what I'm looking for. It just means less accounting, less screenshots, less management, and it suits my style for sure. But yeah, it's in the right spot. Just need a couple more things to go its way. I'd probably be more interested, mate, if we were to push onto a new higher high here. That way we've got a real nice, clean 4 hour trend. The 8 hour should have that 10 period in the right order, and then I can start to look for opportunities following on from there. No worries, Andrew. All right, guys, I shall get back to it, leave you to it. Have a fantastic day. And TraderCobb.com/global if you want to join us. Cheers, guys. Bye.